So what you're looking at is the PTT. It's sometimes referred to as Taiwan's equivalent of Reddit. So collective intelligence relies on a pro-social platform, and PTT, unlike Reddit, doesn't have any advertisers. It doesn't have any shareholders either. This is a 25 years old student pet project from National Taiwan University, 100% subsidized by the Taiwan Academic Network. So state-funded and university-run, and entirely in the social sector. It doesn't need to sell advertisement. So when in 2019, last day of 2019, when Dr. Li Wenliang's message from Wuhan get reposted on PTT, as it probably did on other social media, only the PTT triaged this message, which said, and I quote, "There were 7 new SARS cases in the Huanan seafood market," end of quote. And so by the time that our Center for Disease Control look at a very well put together triage of this message, they have sufficient clues to start health inspection for all flight passengers coming in from Wuhan to Taiwan. And that has an immediate result because Taiwan so far had less than 20 COVID deaths in total. And so it allowed us to respond in a very quick manner. And so this says to me 2 things. First, the citizens trust the government enough to talk about the SARS epidemic publicly in a way without fearing that they will get quote unquote harmonized, which is kind of rare actually in our part of the world. According to the Civicus Monitor, Taiwan is the only jurisdiction with a completely free freedom of speech, assembly, and so on environment. And the other thing it tells me is the government also trusts the citizens so that collective intelligence, when they triage an incoming emergent message with the full context, we can act on it very quickly. We rely on the G0V or G0V community to produce, for example, the Kofax community and bots. So you can forward any instant message that you receive that you think might or might not be a deep fake or a disinformation or a scam, and then you forward to the service, and people just like Wikipedia, they can collaboratively fact check and contextualize it, and we have a public dashboard that says which one are the most viral. And the most viral one receive a fact checking from professional journalists at Taiwan Fact Check Center, which is independent, not belonging to any party or government, and then they publish the reports. And so we also work, of course, with Facebook and other media to make sure that you can't pay them to influence fact checking. So for example, during our election, advertisement for social and political issues, they can't use payment as workaround to the real-time fact checking. It needs to be treated as political contributions, published again in real-time open data, and the funding must not come from non-domestic sources.